But what about the protesters' message? Is it still coming across, or is it lost in all the chaos? Fox 12's Audrey Wheel joins us now live outside the ICE facility after speaking with the sociologist tonight about where those demonstrations stand. Audrey?
Yeah, exactly. Well, first, I just kind of want to bring you up to speed on what we're seeing out here. Maybe 40 or 50 or so people. We've just seen some candles on the ground and maybe some flashlights and umbrellas, but really not much activity at all. Of course, last night, things escalated into something much different. The night of Inauguration Day, our Fox 12 crew witnessed a clash between protesters and federal officers at the ICE building in South Portland. We saw protesters throw things at the building. Police say they had rocks and batons. And then the area around the ICE building filled with tear gas, flashbangs, and other munitions federal officers used to break up the crowd.
So we know that they had pepper. This stuff goes up, right? And it goes into those airs. And there are children sleeping in there, right? They have this impression and this idea that they can just throw this stuff around and then go home.
Our crew also saw federal officers using what looks like a fogger. We'd seen something similar last summer. At that time, White Fog, which manufactures foggers, tweeted, "Using foggers in this manner is alarming." Today, we reached out to the Federal Protective Service several times for comment, but they would not give us any information or answers about the fogger. In the midst of clouded streets, we asked sociologist Randy Blazak for some clarity of what's happening with demonstrations in Portland right now.
There is a main message about the core issues, but then there's another message behind it among some people who believe you cannot reform these institutions. They're inherently oppressive, and the only way to create an equitable society is tear it down to the bone and start over fresh. There's an element that really wants to push the boundaries, and sometimes that can motivate people, and sometimes it can drive people away.
Blazak says that among the activist community, there seems to be a sense of not wanting momentum to wane with a new president, and that those in Portland may feel there's a weight on their shoulders to make sure the city stays at the forefront in issues like police accountability and racial injustice.
I think we're really at sort of this crossroads where we move that movement off the streets and into the halls of justice and into the office buildings where the change really happens, or it just kind of goes off the rail and becomes a sideshow.
And again, there are some demonstrators here at the ICE building again tonight, but everything calm right now. We'll, of course, keep you updated as the night goes on. Reporting live in South Portland, Audrey Wheel, Fox 12 Oregon.